happens, but in most African homes, you will go to school, you come back, they will now tell you that person that took first position. Does he have 10
I
heads?
feel like everybody has heard that.
Yes, does he have 10 heads? You know, and then they just bring you up, they bring you up in a way that you constantly feel the need to be better than another person. Instead of just to be the better version of you. You know, I can compete with myself. I can let myself know that I can set standards for myself. I've met this standard now. It's time to grow. It's time to grow. And it's not a competition. It's just me working hard to always find myself being better than I was before. Which is different from I see this person is taking first position in class and I'm vexed. That first position must be me, or I go and make friends with the person. Let me know what you know. Let me in it with an ulterior motive.
Yes.
Do you understand? Let me make sure that I'm always. So that kind of competition, it happens. It starts from that small. All of these things, even the abuse man I'm talking about, it starts small. All of it comes from a seed that is planted, and then it begins to grow. And there's no telling where it will resurface. So sometimes it resurfaces in your friendship. I once had a friend of mine look at me and tell me, okay, I will always maintain, she told me, I seek to maintain an academic edge over you.
Like
yes. Her full chest. I seek to maintain, she stared at me for a while and I'm like, babe, what's up? Said, you are maintaining spiritual edge over me, but I must seek to maintain academic edge over you. She's not a witch, but it's that competition that had been planted in. Do you understand? So there is no
sign of witchcraft.
Well, I don't. That's not what it is. No, that's not what it is. So we need to understand that there is no telling. That's why I said there is no telling where and how and to what extent it will resurface in another aspect of your life and in the future too. And then you would give people will misconceive who you truly are or who you should be. Because Shebi, we can all, nobody's doing first position in university.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Nobody's doing first position in university.
Yes.
Like 10 people can have that first class.
Exactly.
Do you understand? So now that's a competitive, that's that kind of seed that has been planted. That kind of person with that kind of mentality would get into a now that's a relationship.
Yes.
That's our friendship is a relationship.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So imagine being in that kind of relationship, and it's like boy and girl relationship, your boyfriend and your husband, and sometimes men do that, and they will now be feeling intimidated if you're building a career that's seemingly thriving more than their own.
But I have a story to tell concerning this. This is not me now. This one is somebody I know, a friend of mine. She was actually just gisting me about it. There's this guy that is like a prospective that likes her. So the way they came together was through work. So this SEO, something optimization, whatever, banking stuff. So they started working together, but it's always feeling on their mind because she has like this high IQ. So if they give them an assignment or something like that, they're supposed to work on a report. Instead of briefing her on what was discussed or maybe send the material, maybe there's a PDF, there's a video to her, you will not do that. You would actually want to be the one to use his mouth to explain to her that this is the way. They will now tell her that let me draft the
because
report.
It makes him feel like the man.
Like he's in charge. So you would want to do the report. By the time they will carry the report back to their organ, the others start shouting and lamenting, you did not do it well, what is this? The girl will be like, you know what? Just send me this video. The day she changed it for me. The day that now came that shocked her was the day another friend of his got her contact somehow. They became friends, they started talking. Then that one was not like, oh, she's into this job that is doing that. She should come and help me to do something. This data entry, whatever. So the guy was actually at her place that day and heard her on the phone, thanking the guy about the job and stuff like that. So he later went to meet that one on the phone and was like, so you carried my own work outside now. Sure, you understand that kind of thing? And I'm not like, I thought you said this person likes you. This person wants to date you. Why is he trying to be an enemy of progress? Do you understand?
Sometimes they feel, why would you go to date someone that is at that level if truly what you want is someone beneath you? So I do think that a lot of times that competitiveness, that too much competition, it seeps into the different things that we do. It does.
Okay, I want to come in from the part that you said it's seed that we planted. I guess is this is one lesson to some of our parents right now because I actually know of a family that what they do is that when the firstborn carries first and the secondborn maybe has like second or
Third.
third, like they kind of beat give that second one that come to see your senior. This one is doing this one is doing this, and you see tiny head you have and all those things, and it gets to say that she actually got to a point that she had a very low self-esteem. That even
she probably hates her.
Her siblings.
yes, she did actually, she did. So to talk is going to be it's not as if this girl is not intelligent. She is actually, but it's just that the problem our parents have failed to understand is that everybody are not the same thing.
The same approach.
No,
the
you
same
see, yeah.
training.
So
They
they,
should stop doing
everybody,
that.
they want to beat this one to no book. You can't do that to the other one. The best may just be okay. Let me just
You can't change
calm
someone,
down
find out who
okay.
they are.
I also know of a friend that when she was very young and her father was like, he got this colo that's really
Yeah.
So what he does is that when she's going to school in the morning, he said, I used to this morning, after giving her food money, he will still put another money, the same amount in that colo. Said if you after the end of the term, if you get first, that the money is for you to go and enjoy. So anytime the time that she didn't get first in class, she came third, the father intentionally carried the column, and carried the money and gave it to the cousin. So he gave her the thinking that I need to compete against myself.
That's my cousin.
But actually she didn't see it that way. So she just wanted to get to that
So wait,
point
the
that
cousin did not get first. He just gave it
he gave the money, yes, the free
Abba.
cash now.
Ah.
But actually he didn't come out bad because she actually did well the next time.
It's motivation.
And it's motivation. But some of our parents will not do such a thing. I feel the father, that was the best approach for the father and it actually worked. But it's not all child that is work for. So some of them is to beat. So it's not as if this lady was not intelligent. She's very intelligent. If you give her a has to do with system, oh god, this girl she can sit there and she's very creative. But she's not the book type to sit down and say I want to read, I want to read, I want to read. She was not actually doing well in school like that. So okay, she came out with a good grade at least. She tried, but if you give her something that has to do with tech, she's creative, very beautiful,
I
and
feel
she's
like
doing
everyone
well.
needs to find
Their niche
strength.
actually.
Yeah, exactly,
So,
and work on
she's
getting
doing well, but when she was going up, the parents were like, no. So, but due to the fact that she's doing well now, but she still have this grudge against her siblings that okay, you're better than me, and not the same. So even as long as
And even
I
that lady
believe
now, when she's in a relationship, that feeling might
still
I
show.
come in.
would crop up.
Yes,
So a lot of times, how well we do or how badly we do in relationships boils down to some of the baggages that we're carrying from our past, from childhood, from our parents, or what we saw our parents do. So I do feel that parents should be very careful, number one. And then secondly, that your parents didn't do well does not mean that you cannot do differently. Because these days we read books. We try. When you come out, when you go to school, that's why you mix up with other people, you find out what other people are doing. You can't work on yourself. There are people who come from very, very much broken homes, and they are people I was watching a documentary yesterday of a girl who comes from a very broken home. Her father was abusive, she was raped. She was in the system, she's American and she was in the system, and she was raped by the people who were supposed to protect her, the foster home. She passed from one foster home to the other, and she was sexually abused. And then later in life, her mom came out of prison and then slipped back into drugs and all of those things. She was confused, she was angry, but she picked up herself. She read books. She went back to school. She got a degree. She did her master's. She did a PhD. She's a doctor in her field. And now she's making a lot of money helping other people like her. Now, people it's your choice how you choose to manage your own past. It's your choice. That's why I said I will not judge you, because who we are is a sum up of all that we've been through, where we're coming from. It's a map, it's a web that creates us. But it's also a choice what you do with what life has given you and what you make of yourself. It's a choice. So that's why, while I do not judge you, it's also my choice to not let who you are affect me. Because over the years, I've found that people who stay in abusive relationships end up becoming abusers themselves.
Yes.
If you
resentful.
if you stick to a narcissist, before you know it, you become one yourself. So we need to be very careful what we accept. Sometimes I remember someone saying, someone told me that her boyfriend beats her. I'm like, what? Like, it's a shock to me. His boyfriend, he's not husband. His boyfriend at all. Say, share his boyfriend that is beating you. When he becomes husband, you will buy your casket on your wedding day. Do you understand? I'm like, I don't get it. She said, that he beats her, but it's her fault. She quickly added that it was her fault. That her mouth to the wrong. And she know they choose her battle right.
Wow.
I heard something like that. So, like, we're talking about relationship in the house, and somebody was like, I like the man that beats me.
Yes, she said that
Yes,
too.
yes.
I
She
like
said
that
that
too.
in the house.
Yes. So that by the time I'm running my mouth, but then
This is an eye opener.
Yes.
So by the time
Don't mention the house.
She said that so that when I'm running my mouth and by the time he just slaps me, I'll keep quiet. I'll know it's my fault. And I was like, really? I love a man that pampers me. I know I can be very stubborn.
When a person has been, if you buy a goat, in my village, people will buy goats, new goats, they will tie it to a tree near the house in the compound. They'll tie it for a week. After they release it, the goat stays there.
True.
Yes.
You know why they tie it? Not because they want to, not because they want to abuse the goat. When they tie, they will be bringing food and everything. But they tie it so that the goat will master where the surroundings. So that when they finally release you, no matter how far you go, you will come back to that place.
Yes.
That's how it is. So imagine somebody saying that they want a man that beats them. That person must have been, that person has grown up in an abusive environment, probably. Do you understand? Or has been around. It's like smoke. How about if you day around smoke, when you come out, be smelling smoke.
Yes.
Sometimes if you win yourself off the smoke for a while, you start craving for the smoke. So it's really we have to be careful what we take for far too long. And you realize that I've always told myself to look, and people around me, to look out for warning signs. Because at the end of the day, that person that slapped you today, it's not today that it started. It started since you just didn't see it. Or you refused to see. You see all this love is blind, love is blind. Love is not blind, bro. Love is not blind. If your love wants to be blind, go and buy walking stick. I'm serious. Yes, it's true. Because imagine someone would get offended, like what she just said, because you're thriving. If my growth, my career growth, and my achievements intimidates you, then you're not for me.